Alright, first off, I want to apologize for the terrible lighting, but I'm not really focused on how anything looks. I don't really look too good right now either. I just got home from a party, but I just kind of want to give a few of my thoughts, so this is a serious video, but let's go ahead. I know I'm gonna get dragged for this, but the greaser community is probably one of the worst communities I've ever been in online. And that's coming from a guy who's been in the online Star Wars community, the online Elder Scrolls community, and a bunch of other toxic ass online communities. But the greaser community is one of the most toxic, I will say. And that's coming from the heart. My reasoning for this is it's really fallen from what it was when I first joined it back in 17. Cause you know, I was kind of silent back when I first joined it. I didn't really know how to talk to anyone, but around 2018 I started talking to people, and fuck, it was great. You know, we were joking about Frosty and his smoking a toothpicks, and I was talking to Ozark Greaser, who's now left the community because of what it's become. But it's just not what it was when I first joined it, which is fucking awful. Because, well, the greaser community has become very awful, in my opinion. And why I think this is, well, it's now full of a bunch of fucking homophobes and gatekeepers and gatekeeping homophobes. And we've seen an influx of weens trying to be funny, but it's like, I saw a video where a guy said you can't be a greaser if you're a homo, cause there ain't no homo greasers. We're manly, we don't take it up the ass. But I don't see why sexuality would matter. Me personally, I'm straight, but I'm not gonna discourage someone because of what they prefer to do with another person, regardless of sex. The only problem I would have is if they were into shit that's illegal and morally wrong. And now, another thing is the gatekeeping. Like, I got called a fraud because I listened to a modern artist along with the current, not the current, but the artists I listen to on a regular basis. Like, if you can't see in the background there, I'm a big Johnny Cash and a big Elvis fan. But I admitted that I listened to Billie Eilish, and I got told real greasers don't listen to Billie Eilish, you're a fraud. But the thing is, big fucking surprise, I don't strictly listen to, you know, everything that came out back in the 50s and the 60s. Fuck, I listen to shit that came out in the 30s, and I listen to modern day shit like Billie Eilish. I don't see why it's a big fucking problem. As long as you include, you know, the music of the 50s and the 60s you can listen to whatever the fuck else. It's music. If it has meaning to you, listen to it. And I want to touch base on this grease the fuck out thing. Like, I was on board with it at first, but now I look at it and it's just cringe, honestly. Sorry, not sorry, but first off, it's a subculture. Greasing is a subculture, not a fucking hashtag. And second off, it just sounds dumb. I'm not even kidding. Grease the fuck out. Like, it just sounds cringy, and that's coming from me who has done his fair share of cringy shit. I won't lie, I've done a lot of cringy shit, and I guess that's how I know that it's fucking cringy. You know, and like I said, greaser is a subculture, not a fucking hashtag. It's like, I don't fucking hashtag my posts. But, another thing is media, kind of, you know. I heard greasers don't fucking watch anime, but honestly, why should what you watch on TV fucking matter? Like, I don't get it, honestly. I will admit I've watched my share of anime. Big deal. Big fucking deal. I know. I'm about to be lynched by, I won't say any names. But anyways, you know, just include the old films and stuff like Rebel Without a Cause and The Wild One. Just include that stuff. And it shouldn't matter what you watch. It's like, I don't watch American Graffiti religiously like some people in the community do. 'Cause I wear out on stuff sometimes. And I don't watch anime all the time. 'Cause, you know, I hear shit like, you're not a greaser if you watch, you know, this or that, but this is coming from the people who watch the same fucking movie religiously, and honestly, just stop the gatekeeping. And I won't even shit you guys here. All of this is why, you know, people aren't joining the community or the subculture anymore, and why more people are leaving is, you know, it's tarnished with homophobia, even some cases racism, and all this goddamn gatekeeping, pardon my French, but, you know, instead of cutting down the people who are trying, why don't you just, you know, give them a few pointers instead of like, you're a fucking poser? I don't get it. My main point being is, the greaser community is just awful. It's awful. I won't lie, it used to be great, but it's just gotten awful. Like, there's all this gatekeeping and all this fucking discrimination and shit, and it's terrible. This is why Ozark left the community. And fuck, I remember we bullied a guy out of the community because he was a fucking homophobe. But, you know, now, since that guy's out, this other guy's moved in with his fucking politics and homophobia and shit, and it's like... It's like that meme of Spider-Man pointing at the other Spider-Man, you know? And that's another thing. Everyone's fucking bringing their politics into this shit. It's like, we're greasers, not goddamn politicians. Pardon my French a second time. I don't even know if that's a second time, might be more. But we're not fucking politicians. That's not what we're based around. We're not based around dumb politics. But yeah, that's about it. So my main point here is the greaser community just sucks now. And I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be active in it, because I might just filter out of the greaser community and just be active within the vintage community, because it's awful. And you know, all these fucking weens, like what these weens are doing. If you don't know what a ween is, I'll explain. A ween is it's a person who wants to be a troll, but they're so unoriginal and unfunny that it hurts. Like, there's this fucker named Misty. His big joke is worshipping Johnny Bravo and posting a bunch of stupid shit with hashtags related to greasers. That's my perfect example of a ween. Not only that, he just spouts these dumbass kindergarten insults at people. But yeah, that's the only name I'm naming. But anyways, you know, it just sucks with all this discrimination, all this weaning and whatnot. But yeah, that's about it. Catch you guys later.